Hi, this is Justice with Tablet Pro. Today I wanted to go into a real quick video on everything that's wrong with the Surface Pro 7. I am by nature a very positive person, and I like to find solutions to problems. So when I get a new device, it's very normal for me to go, okay, this is broken, but it might be fixable. This is broken, or this doesn't work, or this is weird. How can we change that or adapt that or modify it so it's easier? But some things should just work when you buy them, and some things are definitely broken. And so I want to go into a couple different things that are wrong or bugs, possibly fixable, and some that are not, and what you should do. All right, so here we are in Onenote, and this is a font I made. In the last video I made, it's about beautiful note-taking in Onenote, and really cool video, and I go into how you can make your own font in about 2 or 3 minutes. This one I took a little extra time on, but here we're gonna go to View, switch background, and right over here, I'll bring the tablet up so you can see it. There's a broken pixel, and I've heard people complain about this before in the past and have kind of laughed at the idea. You can see right here, like, oh, how spoiled are we that you can complain about a single broken pixel, but actually I get it. So you can see right here, obviously very clearly, that one pixel is not doing what it's supposed to, is shining through at full brightness. Now if you're in a dark background, obviously it's not going to be pushing light to that pixel, so you're not going to see it the same way. I can still see it just barely right here, but less of an issue. If you have a broken pixel like that, that is a reason to return the machine. That's not something that you should have or should have to have with a machine, and Microsoft has a fantastic return policy, which they honor and is worth using. This is part of how quality control works, so don't feel bad about returning a device if there's something wrong with it. So the second thing that was wrong with one of the Surface Pro 7s that I got is up here, this bezel was misaligned, which meant that it had a really thick overlap, and you could see that the screen did not meet the outside edge correctly. And so if you were to spill water on that, or anything where it would normally block that type of moisture getting in at that spot, there wasn't a good seal there, and it was actually quite obvious. You could see light color because the outside of this is dark. I have the black one clearly, and the outside of this is dark, and so you could see the unfinished silver metallic color right here coming through from where it was misaligned. If that's something you have, I would check that immediately in the store. Open the box in the store and make sure that you don't have any broken pixels, and also make sure that the alignment of the screen and the outside edge of the device are in sync. The next thing that I had trouble with was the device overheating. And I'm going to try and demonstrate this to you, but basically what would happen is it would just lock up, and it would get really, really slow. Like if I was playing a game at 45 to 60 frames a second, it would drop to 4 and be completely unresponsive, and the character would just kind of spin, and I couldn't do anything. I'd have to do a hard reset or Control-Alt-Delete and hit the power button that way, the restart button that way. That could be software. I tried it in a couple different programs. I had the problem with my i5 Surface Pro 7, and with the i7 one, I didn't have any problems until yesterday after installing Halo Reach. So I played it and it worked beautifully for a while, and then it started freezing up, and so I shut down a bunch of programs in the background, tried it again, and similar thing happened. So I installed Titanfall 2 and ran that, and it ran beautifully for a couple minutes, and then same thing happened. And so I'm gonna get it checked out, and I will comment in the description what I find out later today. But the problem with the heat dissipation in this CPU. All right, so the next thing that's wrong here is with the pen. And this is across all pen devices, not just, this is the Raphael 520 by Renacer. This is a 2-button pen. I talk about it a lot in my videos because I like it. But this happens with the Surface stylus and the Wacom stylus and all the different ones that I've tested. So here, and this happens only on the Surface Pro 7 and the Surface Pro X, on no other machines. So here's the deal. Pressure is measured over here. So we go up and down. This is how it should be. It should be a smooth ramp that should look like mountains. I'm pushing down for this to go up, and I'm relaxing for it to go down. Now, as soon as I put another, so if I were to do palm, let's see if I can do this in a way you can see it. This is not smooth. This is staircasing. And so all these little steps mean that when we go into another program, that there's a good chance that this pressure ramping, if the program monitors this accurately, it's going to display in the quality of the line. So let me demonstrate that for you. All right, so here you can see this one, I have my palm up. This one, this is whiteboard, Microsoft Whiteboard. This one, I have my palm down or my thumb on the screen. And you can see right in here how it goes out, in sharp, in sharp, in sharp, and creates kind of like almost like a bug leg type of a look. And down here, these are smooth curves. So it is adjusting, tapering properly without that jumping action in between. The device has 4,096 levels of pressure sensitivity. And so what this looks like is this looks like it has 8 or 16. And part of what we're paying for in that improved experience is this type of ramping in the pressure curve, not this. So this is a really big deal. And I actually think this is tied to a couple other problems with the pen. I'm going to go into those now. All right, so we're going to go into the Tablet Pro pen tool. And I realize this is not a problem that everyone has, but I do. And so I think this is a big issue, and I think it's tied to the other problems that the pen has. And so I'm working hopefully to get this fixed sometime soon. So I have this turned off. What we do with the pen tools, we remap the side buttons to other functions like undo or alt. So if you're doing artwork, you can pick different colors or navigate in ZBrush or whatever. So here, when I turn this on, what's supposed to happen is when the pen is hovering, it sends a 0. When it goes into hover distance, it sends a 0. When it gets close, it sends a 1. When it goes down, it sends another number. It's something like this, which is the concept. And it differs from machine to machine and from stylus to stylus. And so when you press the button when the tip is down, it sends a different number. When you press the button when the tip is up, it sends a different number. And that's how the machine understands it. Here, what's happening is it is spamming, you can see event, the different events here is spamming a massive amount of different numbers extremely fast, and it's not supposed to do that. So that's a problem. And I'm working with Microsoft hopefully to figure out what's going on. It works on every other machine with the exception of the Surface Pro 7 and the Surface Pro X. So hopefully we will get a chance to get this figured out, and Microsoft can get back to me. I've reached out a couple different times and can say, hey, this is something we're aware of. It should not be spamming because it should not be spamming, and come up with a fix. So if you guys are using these tools, or if you have a problem with the bezel, the outside edge, there's a broken pixel, if it's overheating and going slow, all of those things are reasons to return the device. And that, again, that's okay. These are quality control issues. Microsoft will not go out of business. They will just hopefully ramp up the quality on the devices for the next round or on future versions of the Surface Pro 7. So don't feel bad. Microsoft has a return policy from the Microsoft Store, all the way until January 31st, at least at the store where I bought this one. So keep in mind that you should be able to return this relatively easily, either online or other places, but pay attention because Amazon and other places do not have that same return policy. I still think the Surface Pro 7 is the best option on the market for my needs. With the, what is the other one? There's another one that has the same Intel processor that I would consider as well, but it's not as light. It has the keyboard attached, and so it doesn't have quite the same form factor. It's harder to lift up and put on, like I have a tablet holder. It's harder to put it on a tablet holder because you have this stuff in the background or in the back of the device, like the keyboard. So that's my thoughts on everything that's wrong with the Surface Pro 7. Again, I'm a very positive person, but I think it's good to have a clear list of what's going on, what to expect. Is this normal, or am I having a random problem? And that helps in every situation. This is a much better solution than just kind of leaving things in the dark. All right, you guys, I hope you found that useful. If you liked the video, if you have a Windows 10 touch device, tablet, you use a pen, you do note taking, you draw on a tablet, this is a fantastic channel for you. Please subscribe, and until next time, stay creative.